What's going on YouTube? It's ADirtyGrandpa here, and I like to put my motion sensors in a comfy spot. Look at that, just sitting on the chair there. But today I have a USP Moab for you. It's long overdue, I'm sorry, but I hope you guys enjoy it. It was actually quite a bit harder than I thought it would be to get. I thought once I got my KSG one, I was like, you know, I can pretty much get any Moab now, but the USP put up a pretty good fight for me to get. At a range, this thing takes like 6 bullets to kill someone, and by out of range I mean like a fairly long distance, like a distance that you'd be shooting someone with like an AR. So at first I thought I'd be able to pick people off with this, but there's 2 reasons why I couldn't do that. One was because the 6 shots it would take, and 2 is the recoil. The recoil on this thing is crazy. It kicks way up to the sky, so even if you trigger, which I have a pretty good trigger, but it kicks up. Like, you have to kind of pull down on your left analog, I think, to try and keep it straight. That's a good thing, it kicks straight up, but like the muzzle flash and just like how it goes, it's hard to work with, and this was a lot harder to get. I hope you guys enjoy it. And I actually got my G18 Moab like 5 minutes ago. It's pretty late at night that I'm doing this commentary, and I like to upload my videos at night just because it takes usually about 3.5 hours to upload, depending on the length of the film. And I can't use like any internet while I'm on, while it's uploading, sorry. So at nighttime I'm sleeping, so no one's using the internet, so it uploads faster, and I don't have to worry about lagging on anything else. So if there's any gun you'd like to see in particular of me getting a Moab with, now would be the time to ask, because I think the last request that I have at the moment is USP Moab, which shouldn't be too hard because that's a pretty powerful shotgun. I'd say it's the most powerful, that or the striker, in my opinion anyways. So anything you'd like to see, it doesn't have to be like a hard gun, it can be any kind of gun that I haven't uploaded with, or a gun that I might have and you just want to see again. Don't be shy, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to go out and get it for you guys. But what I would like to talk about today is my favorite class and perks I would recommend you guys using that might help you out and make you a better player than you already are, or just, you know, raise that KD a little bit if that's what you want to do. And this was requested by one of my subscribers, I believe. Well, I don't know if he's a subscriber, but he wanted to see this or know about it, sorry. And my personal favorite class is an MP7 with a silencer attachment and range as the proficiency. The first perk I like to use is sleight of hand. The second perk would be assassin, and the third perk would be dead silence. The reason why I use silencer and range is because the silencer reduces the range of the effective range of the MP7, and then if I use the range proficiency, it kind of balances it out, so it's sort of like a basic MP7, but I'm not on the radar. Why I use sleight of hand? Well, typically I'll use sleight of hand on that because I'll be running specialist, and I'll have scavenger as one of my unlocks, so I don't have to worry about running out of ammo. But if you are a pretty good player, or you don't die as much, and you find yourself running out of ammo, I would recommend using scavenger. It'll help you out because you won't be running around trying to pick up guns, and then you're using some random concoction that someone on the enemy team might have made, which kind of screws you over sometimes. So depending on your situation there, I would recommend sleight of hand, scavenger, or recon. Recon is also a very liable first perk that will definitely help you out, especially if you have Recon Pro. If you hit someone a little bit, you can see where they're going. Recon Pro is a very, very powerful perk, and I believe it is quite underused. That'll definitely help you out as well. So as for the first perk, I would recommend sleight of hand, scavenger, recon. If you're not dying as much, or if you are dying a lot, then sleight of hand or recon. As for the second perk for a class, assassin is what I use the most. The reason for that is it's a powerful perk. It takes you off of UAVs. Counter UAVs don't affect you. EMPs don't affect you. You're not on portable radars. You're not on I can't remember the rest, but no name when targeted. It's a very powerful perk, probably overpowered, and I just don't like being on UAVs personally. That's why I use it. Another perk that I'd recommend is if you're playing a objective based game type, and that'd be Blast Shield, just because if you're trying to hop on flags and hop on or plant bomb sites, it could be the difference between life and death. And what you could also do in that situation is use a different second perk, instead of Blast Shield, like Assassin, and use a trophy system and plant the trophy system down and then go to plant or capture the flag, and that kind of works like Blast Shield would. It will protect you from all that kind of stuff, but that's what I'd recommend for a kind of like a team player. For the third perk, always for me a must is Dead Silence. I can't stand hearing my own footsteps and knowing that if someone's using a headset, they can sound horror me and know where I'm coming from. 100% all the time for me, objective or not, I'm using Dead Silence. You will never catch me without it unless I messed up my class somehow, which I don't think I'd do. So third perk, always Dead Silence. As for tactical and lethal, this is kind of preference, but I like Semtex more than Frag. In that department, it's whatever you'd like to use more, but out of them all, I think there's like Claymores and stuff in C4, but I'd recommend Frag or Semtex unless you're really good with C4, which some people are. For the tactical, definitely not EMP. Grenades, those things aren't very good. I would recommend using a portable radar or a flash or a stun, one of those three. Definitely not a smoke. Well, smoke actually in an objective game type could help you out a lot. So an objective game type class would be something like Recon Pro with like Blast Shield Pro, Dead Silence Pro, and then your tactical would be a trophy system, your tactical would be a smoke, and your lethal would be like C4 or something. And the reason why you use C4 is if you could throw it down on the flag site. So say you throw C4 down on B and you hear that the enemy is capping it, you can just double tap X and that'll blow up your C4 and hopefully kill them, and they won't be capping it anymore. So that's what I'd recommend personally. But once again, my favorite class is an MP7 with silencer and range, assassin, sleight of hand, and dead silence. I hope that helps you out, and I'll see you later.